Okay, so season 11, episode 3, screened. Watched it. There's a new episode out in the game as well, so let's go through them both and let me know what you think. Hear the screams, protect the injured survivor, and cross the yard. Oh, okay, so that's what we're doing. Looks like we've got two survivors, Negan and Maggie. Kind of interesting that they've characterized Negan as the leader of the group, not Maggie. That's sort of part of what's going on. It's sort of a bit of a tete-a-tete. It's a bit of a power struggle. But yeah, there you go. James. Is the character's name James? I don't think it was. Again, McGaggy has the harpoon gun, which is really, really strange. I don't know why they haven't armed her with a bow and arrow like she actually has in the show. It's kind of okay because this thing looks pretty good. It's short ranged, hits multiple enemies. If I'm correct, the charge attack can what's it called? It can root the enemy, which is pretty good. I mean, I might have to get one of these things. Oh no, it just does a normal powerful charge attack. It's really strange that they've given her that for these missions, but all right, okay, they have. So this. A lot of the episode is dedicated to Negan and McGaggy escorting an NPC, as they put it. Is that the first time they've used that term in this game? Perfectly common term. It's just I didn't think they tended to use it in this game. But there you go. Fun kind of a mission. What might have been interesting would be to have one of those hunters just appear at the end and start chasing you down. You're like, oh my god, I thought I'd escaped, and then all of a sudden they just sort of come out of nowhere like they were in the episode, and just sort of give you the good news. Still, let's give it a go on hard and see how this goes. Negan seems to be, I like that new skill of his. That seems like a pretty powerful skill. Anyway, okay, so yeah, this mission, this is a nice, quick, fun mission. I think it sums up the feel of a part of the episode. I think it could be just a little bit more exciting by having a guest appearance by one of the hunters, but, I'm on board for it. It's okay. I'm wondering if our NPC will just charge forward. Yes, he's just going to rush forward, whether it's a good idea or not. Ugh, idiot. So that's something to look out for, but it doesn't look like it's too much of a challenge anyway. Good mission. So, what about the actual episode? So, we're hitting the ground running, and it seems like each episode is picking up a faster pace than the one before. The season opener was pretty good, I guess. The second part I thought was an improvement in terms of presentation, story, pacing, conflict, drama, everything. And then this one, we've had sort of the build up, a bit more of a slow burn in those first two episodes. This one's just full on adrenaline. Lots and lots of really good stuff to enjoy, I thought. This is by far the best episode of season 11. We've only had 3 so far, but it was a good one. The opening was very impressive. So we're just watching our heroes fleeing all over the place. No plan, completely caught off guard, confused, panicking. It's dark, and they're just getting hunted, as the title of the episode might suggest. Really good, fast-paced, no mucking around. They didn't stand there and try and negotiate or anything. No, these hunters saw our heroes, chased them down. Again, it means that they've got a pretty limited playbook, but it does differentiate themselves from some of the other massive threats that our heroes have had. These guys, they're just going to go in there, they're just going to chase you down, and they're going to kill you. Just that simple. There's no talking, there's no politics. They're just going to go for it. And the opening scene sort of sold that well. The scene with the kids, I thought was really interesting. I thought they did more with that than the Walking Dead spin-off with the kids that nobody's watched. what is it? I can't remember what it's called. But it follows some younger characters in the Walking Dead universe, having grown up post-apocalypse. And it's kind of like Stand By Me meets The Walking Dead. I don't know how it's done. I watched a couple of episodes and then wasn't massively keen. But the scene with the kids, yeah, I really like that. These kids are way more mature than sort of kids nowadays. They seem to have much more of a handle on things, and they obviously have a different mentality to being kids and growing up, than kids have in the pre-apocalypse. It's just a nice scene. I thought it got that across really well. Oh, are you safe, dude? You safe, Joe? Don't worry, you just stay there and chill. What are my other notes? Okay, nice shot of Maggie in the darkened supermarket basement. Big open space, but it's dark. You get the feeling that she could have just been rushed at any point. The sound of the walkers and the pacing, even though it was a big open space, it felt claustrophobic. It felt kind of like open and vulnerable, as opposed to providing, safety with a vantage point and everything. And it's just some nice. There's just been some nice shots and scenes in this season, in all of the seasons since Angela Kang took over. She really got the show back on track. Third time in a row that we got a golden Gabropath moment. That's now my term for him, Gabropath, because I'm glad that he's admitted God isn't here anymore. Like, yeah, you're the least godly person who's ever existed. Like, Lucifer would be going like, calm it down, mate. Come on, let's not push it too far. Why does he have a shotgun? Why is the guy who has one eye given the one ranged weapon that they actually have, the one ranged ballistic weapon? It drives me nuts. Not that is any, denigration towards people who have a visual impairment. It's just, why is the one eye guy got the shotgun? Okay. We had a good old red shirt clear out. Oh no, not Agatha, whatever her name was. But that was great to see. Yes, it's a cliche. The guys with the plot armor survive and the red shirts get offed. But, hey. It just shows the brutality. And we've got some full-on gore. I like that we've got gore in The Walking Dead still. And finally, I thought, well, towards the end, they're having the chat in the church whether to leave Mr. Slicey Chester behind. And the thought hit me, I wish Rick and Michonne were still in this show. I thought the characters would be making a much better fist of this than they have been. It kind of just feels, and I don't think it comes across specifically in the writing or anything, it just feels like they're making a hash of it because Rick and Michonne aren't there. Rick especially. It just feels like there would be this central point around which to rally, about which to take direction. And I disagree with people saying that Maggie's an idiot and making bad decisions and that Negan's the smart guy. Because Maggie is doing something which is easier to criticize. Negan is going like, oh, we should do this instead, or we shouldn't do anything at all, which is much easier to defend until the consequences come back. Maggie is right. They do need this food and everything. So the debate seems to be Maggie's a moron. Everyone should be following Negan. And you're like, yeah, but he is criticizing actions that other people are taking, which always seems more credible than somebody defending the actions that they're taking. And just a nice little twist, the tale with the horses, I thought that was great. And yeah, them sort of butchering one of the horses for food, pretty nasty, but I didn't expect that, and I thought that was a nice touch. I thought that generally, Hunted, very good episode, built on the other two nicely. Didn't even notice that we didn't have the plot with Eugene and the guys, and I was actually surprised when it was over. I was like, oh wow, it felt like it was going at such a pace that I was sort of expecting more. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and as ever, thanks for watching.